Hey, so we back, fam. We back with Nasdaq. I had a lovely week trading Nasdaq. I hope that you had a lovely week as well. I'm gonna take my time on this one. So get your popcorn, get whatsoever, and just chill with me. Ride with me on this. Ride with me on this. Um, you know, Starting off on Monday. Monday I actually learned a lesson. My week didn't start off very nice. And this was this huge move towards the upside. And the lesson that I've actually learned, can I just show you this? Let me just do this. Let me just get this replay bar out like this, right? Now, for me, I went on my actual lower time frame. Can you see that we are still bullish? We bullish in structure. We have an actual high. We have a high. We have a low, higher low. This whole region will be considered as an actual high low over there. We have a high. We have a higher high. We have this high over there. Can you see, like, it's like some sort of an actual consolidation happening over there? But on Monday I didn't actually see that, because I was like in a rush, and all those things. So hey, take your time when it comes to analyzing any pair. Any pair, take your time. So I basically saw this. On my actual 15-minute, right? So I got myself like a trend line out like this, and I copy and cloned it, and I placed it on my actual highs like that as well. Can you see that we have respects on our highs? Can you see that? And as well on my actual lows. Can you see that? So I took this as a break retest to take price towards the downside, right? So I went short. Over there, right? And at the time I was still at work. Yep, I do have a work. I do have a 9 to 5. I took price towards the downside over here, and I didn't look at my phone. I had my stops like over here. And when I eventually got the time to check my actual chart, 1530 came and bang, 1530 just murdered me out of that actual trade, right? So I was like, okay, cool. The lesson that I've learned out of this is, if my higher time frame remains bullish, can you see that our 1 hourly? Can you see our 1 hourly? We still bullish. Our 2 hourly, can you see from this region over here? We still bullish. Our 4 hourly, we still bullish. Okay, so if structure on a higher time frame going to remain bullish, Nasdaq is also just going to remain bullish. Same thing that happened over here. So yeah, I was like out of the market, and I let the market just do its thing. And then from Tuesday onwards, I was in isolation. Oof. I shouldn't be doing that, but yeah, I was like on isolation, and so now I had more charting time. I can analyze the chart like more in depth now. And to be honest, hey, it went fantastic. It honestly went fantastic. And can you see the beauty of trading? Hey, this is a beautiful craft, bro. Like, this is honestly a beautiful craft. So when price was like over here, right? When price was over here, when price did his thing over here, I was like, okay, cool. We are overextended towards the upside. Price was somewhere over here, bang. We are overextended towards the upside. We are in need of an actual, pullback or correction towards the downside. Hey, keep in mind that we're still moving with plan B. Okay, we're still moving with plan B, that bullish move towards the upside. So I got myself an actual trend line out. I saw that, okay, cool, we are creating actual, nice higher lows over here. So I got myself like a trend line, from this point over here, and I just extended it like that, bang. So I was like, okay, cool, if I'm gonna have a break out of this region, I'm gonna wait for the retest to take price towards the downside. And price played out. I learned my lesson previously. We are still, if price is bullish, we're gonna remain bullish towards the upside. So if I'm gonna look for downside potential, I'm gonna have to wait for a structure to change from a bullish market to a bearish market. Cool. So now, can you see with this candle, breaking this actual trend line, we changed our structure. Can you see that? We have high, we have a higher high, we have a higher high over there, we have an actual low, we have a higher low, we have a higher low, whatever we just create over there. Boom. a lower low. So now we're changing our structure from this lovely bullish market into a bearish market. I saw that, okay, cool, we have a break out of this actual trend line. So what do we wait for? We wait for a retest to take price towards the downside. Now I can go on my lower time frame, on my entry time frame, you know, and wait for that actual retest to take price towards the downside. Now I was comfortable with taking price to this region, you know. I was comfortable taking price to this actual region over here, you know, mainly because I saw that, you know, can you see that this serves as an actual area of support now? Why? Price is above. Okay, I saw that we had multiple respects inside this region, you know, so this could be a strong region where we can take price into, right? So I waited like for the actual for the retest, and boom, we had the retest. I found myself short with a tap inside this retest, inside this actual trend line. Where did I take price? You know, I took price back into my actual area of support over there. Okay, boom, I got my, can I just remove this? Boom. So I took my short back into this actual area of support. If we have to break this actual area of support, I'm gonna wait for a retest to take price towards the downside. Okay, boom, out of this trade, you know, your take profit has been smack bang. Now can you see with structure still, we still remain bearish. We have a high, we have a lower high, we have an actual low over here. We've created a lower low, we created a new lower low over there, right? So I boxed out this region like this. I boxed out this region. So what will this actual region now be served as? This would be an actual area of resistance. Okay, so can you see that we rejected this actual area of support, and we just, you know, threw price towards the upside. Now with this bullish candle thrown towards the upside, you know, what I did was I got myself out, you know, I got the Fibonacci out like this from my high to my low. You know, I checked for potential areas where I can take price, because can you see that on this 15-minute time frame, you know, it's just bull, it's just bull candles, you know. So I went on my lower time frame, you know, I went on my 5-minute time frame. I saw that, you know, okay, cool, we still don't have like a proper, you know, correction happening. So I went on my 3-minute, and I saw that we had a proper correction. Can you see this? We have a proper correction over there. So I was comfortable with taking my trade back inside this actual minus 27 region over there, you know. So can I just remove all this noise? You know, I was comfortable with taking my price back into this minus 27 region over there. And you know, we came back up, you know. I found myself short once again over here with a tap inside this actual area of resistance. Why? Because my higher time frame remained bearish. Okay, my higher time frame remained bearish. And hey, this is something about 1530 as well. 1530 always move with higher time frame. Keep that in mind. Okay, so I was short over here, you know, my target was over there, and you know, 1530 came, bang, it just smack your targets over there. 1530 just smacked your targets over there. You out of this trade now. You out of this trade. Can I just remove this? Boom. You know, you're out of this trade. You know, you let the market do its thing. You let the market do its thing. You know, and I saw that, okay, cool. We've just created an actual this turning point over there. You know, so I got myself like a trend line out from this point to that point over there. You know, and I extended to the near future. And you know, I saw that, okay, what's happening over here? We have some sort of actual, you know, consolidation, some sort of, you know, choppiness happening over here. As you know, like the psychology of this, you know, as mentioned previously in the other videos, you know, the psychology of this is, you know, when we have a break, whether it is a break above, whether it's a break below, you know, we always have to come back for the actual retest, you know. So whether we have a break above, you know, we wait for the retest to take price towards the upside. When we close below, we wait for the retest to take price towards the downside. Okay, and that's the psychology of it. Now, can you see that we have this actual, some sort of choppiness happening over there? And we just played around, played around, played around, and can you see that we broke this actual region over there? Now, where would you actually take your actual targets? We wait for the actual retest first, and I actually took my targets back inside this actual resistance region over there, and I'm gonna show you why. Even if I'm gonna have get my foot out from my low, bang, to my high. Can you see that my minus 61.8 region is lining up with that actual area over there? So I'm comfortable with taking it to my area of resistance, right? So cool. We have a break, we're rallying towards the upside. Don't get FOMO. No FOMO. So here's where I actually got into my actual entry. So with a tap inside this box, I was long over there. And can you see that, if I'm gonna just adjust this like that, with a tap inside this actual trend line, I was long once again. Okay, I was long once again, and this is where I got up my Fibonacci from my low to my high. Can you see that my minus 27 is lining up with this actual area of resistance over there? Yep, so I'm comfortable with taking price to that region. And why am I going long? Can you see that we have this actual low? We have a higher low over there. This whole region serves as an actual higher low. We have a high. We just created a what? An actual higher high. This is indicating to us that we are bullish in structure. Okay, so I went long. From this point I had two positions running, and this was basically what happened. Can you see that we had a lovely morning star over there, and we just rallied price towards the upside. Can you see that our structure is bullish? Can you see that our structure is bullish? Now if I'm gonna go on my 15 minute, our high time frame structure is bullish. If I'm gonna have to go on my 15 minute, let's just see what happened on 15:30. Can you see this nice inside bar over there as well? 15:30 came. Who threw us back into our targets? Bang, 15:30 did. Okay, so we're out of this actual trade. Now. Let's remove the noise. Let's let the market do its thing. I saw this happening once again, and I was like, hey, what is up with Nasdaq? Now can you see, same thing happened. Boom. What do we wait for? We wait for the retest, for price to come back to take it towards the downside. Okay, so I was like, okay, cool. I had my actual area of support boxed out over here like this. So this could be a potential area where price can go towards the upside, right? And boom, we tapped inside our actual area of support over there, and prices did this, and I saw that, hey, we actually doing this again now. What's happening? Can you see that these things happen? They're always happening over and over and over and over and over. Okay, now this opportunity opened itself like on the actual 15 minute, where I found myself going long back into this actual region over there. It was over I think. Let's let price play. It was over there. Boom. Can you see, if I'm gonna zoom in, can you see that even if I'm gonna have to box out this region, can you see that these wicks thrown inside this actual area of support? Sign of rejection, rejecting. Now if we're gonna reject an actual area of support, that is also like some sort of confluence that price wants to go towards the upside. Okay, now can you see that we rejected multiple times? Now what I did was, can you see that we have a high, We have a lower high over there. What did we just create over there? An actual higher high. We just changed our actual structure from this actual bearish market to a bullish market. Our higher time frame, we still bullish. We still bullish. And knowing that our higher time frame is still bullish, where can we take price? We haven't came back for the retest inside this region, so this could be our target. Okay. Now, can you see this double bottom formation that we have over here? With this pullback, with this next candle over here, I'm gonna just box out the neckline. With the pullback, I went long. Boom. I'm long on Nasdaq. Now, if I'm gonna go on my 1 hourly time frame, can you see this beautiful bullish engulfing candle? And can you see where's my actual entry over there? That bullish engulfing candle just gave me extra, one can say extra confidence on holding this actual trade, right? And knowing that we're still bullish in structure. So what I did was, I got out this same trend line over here, and I kept it like this. So I saw that, okay, cool, we broke out of this trend line. Can you see that we broke out of this trend line? We came for the retest, but we didn't slam towards the downside, and this choppiness happened over here. So okay, cool, we haven't retested this region over here, so now this trend line can actually serve as another target for us to take price towards the downside. So cool, we know that this is our actual targets over here. We have another some sort of choppiness happening over here. Can you see that? We have another actual area of choppiness happening over there where we broke out of it. We had like some sort of a retest over there, and there's where you could have found yourself long once again, and we just rallied towards the upside. And look who took us back into our actual targets. Look who took us back inside our actual targets. Once again, our structure was what? Bullish. Okay, our structure was bullish, and look who took us into our targets. Can you see this is the 3 o'clock? This was 15:15, so the next candle would be 15:30. Can you see with a tap inside this actual region? Why do you want to go short as well? Can you see that the psychology of an actual choppiness, like I showed you, or ranging market, when we break out of this, we want to come back for the retest to take price where? To the downside. Okay, to the downside. Keep that in mind. So we're building our actual confluence to why we want to take price towards the downside. So we do have this region which we have to tap in. We have an actual trend line over here as well that can serve as an actual a confluence for us to come towards the downside. But where will we take price? To play it safe, we take it back to this actual area of support over here. And can you actually see, can you see this on my actual 2 hourly? Can you see this at the 2 hourly? Bang. If I'm just gonna have to shift this just a little bit towards the upside. Can you see that we have an actual W formation over there, a double bottom formation over there? That is an extra confluence for us to take price, towards the downside, back inside this actual neckline region for potential move towards the upside. And this was what, this actually happened. Can you see this? Now, with a tap inside this actual region, I was short. With a tap inside this actual trend line, short once again. And look what 1530 did. 1530 threw us inside that region, tap inside that actual trend line over there. If I can go on my 1 hourly time frame, we just, be patient, bang. Your target is smacked and you're out of this actual trade. You out of this trade. You let the market do its thing. Can you see that we have a break? We have a break. And this just happened over there. We didn't continue rallying towards the downside. So if I can just remove all the noise, when was this? Yeah, this was on this was on Friday. So on Friday I actually called out a move. I called out a move on Friday. Um, you know, with actual with NFP coming up, as well as 1530. So I was on my actual 4 hourly time frame. I saw that, okay, cool, we have created an high, we've created an actual lower high over there, we have an actual low, we have a lower low over there. And can you see that we are moving in some sort of an actual, in a strange looking downwards pattern? So what I did was I got myself a trend line. I got myself the trend line out like this. Bang. Like that. I copy and cloned it. I checked, do we have respects on the low? Yes. Yes. Can you see that respect? Can you see that respect? We're respecting it now. Can you see this low's respect? Once, twice. So I was like, cool. If there's gonna be an actual channel, we can actually go towards the upside. But I can't just say that we are going towards the upside. I've just learned on Monday that if my structure's gonna be bullish, and I'm looking for upside potential, cool. But if my structure is bullish, but I'm looking for downside potential, hey, I have to take certain things into consideration. And what will that be? My higher time frame. I have to take my higher time frame into consideration. And can you see this? I scaled down. Sorry for that. I scaled down to my actual 2 hourly time frame. Can you see that on our actual 2 hourly time frame, we had some sort of a proper correction over here? Can you see that? We have proper correction over here. So what I did was I boxed out this region. Nasdaq loves to break and come for the retest to take price towards the upside. Okay. So I was like, okay, cool. We are bullish. So with me saying that we are bullish, on the actual 2 hourly, this will fuel our 4 hourly to break this actual trend line and, just head towards the upside. Okay. So I was like, okay, cool. And I see that we have some sort of rejection over there. I scaled down to my actual 15-minute, just to check like, hey, what's happening over here? What is happening over here? And, we rallied towards the downside. And, I basically saw this. And I was like, cool. This could be a potential what? This could be a potential, W formation, double bottom formation to tell us that where we're going towards the upside. We're building that confluence, And, so I was like, okay, cool. Boom. What have we just created? An actual higher high. So if I can just remove this, just keep in mind what's happening on our actual higher time frame. Okay. So I'm going to remove the noise. And can you see, just with structure, we have this actual high, we have a lower high, we just created an actual higher high. So what do we wait for? We wait for the actual, ILO to take price towards the upside. So I basically called out this move on Friday. I called it out like subliminally on Insta. Got like a little trend line out like this. I had my actual neckline boxed out. I had 3 positions in this actual in this opportunity. I had a retest with this actual retest over here. I went long. With the second one over there, I went long once again. And we had like this. And with it tap inside this actual trend line, I went long once again. Okay, I know that, okay, cool, this is gonna be a move towards the upside because my higher time frame is bullish in structure. But where am I going to take my price? Where am I going to take price? Remember, I'm already in my actual longs. So I got my Fibonacci out from my actual low to my high over there. I looked at my actual minus 61.8 region, and I saw that it's lining up with 15,662.8. So I was like comfortable with making it a liquor, a nice psychological round number, like that. So I was like, okay, cool, this is gonna be my actual targets towards the upside. Even with just looking at my higher time frame, can you see that we are tapping inside a strong area of support? Can you see this previous support, multiple rejections over there, turned as resistance? We broke out of it, now turned as support. So where will we take price? Our structure is bullish as well. Where will we take price? As mentioned previously, 1530 and our NFP moving higher time frame. I went long. I'm already long in my 3 positions, and let me just go back on my actual 15 minute just to show you this. And we have I was comfortable with my actual positions. I was comfortable with holding this baby. I was comfortable with holding it. Think it was like over here. Can you see this is the 2 o'clock candle? This is the 2 o'clock candle. So the next one would be 215. So the next one would be NFP, right? The next one would be NFP. And NFP simply just did this. Bang! Just smack targets, and I was out of the market. And I was literally out of this market. And it was quite simple. It was literally quite simple. It was quite simple. Just follow your higher time frame structure. That's literally all. Just follow your higher time frame structure. If you wanted another move towards the upside, can you see this respects? Once, twice. Can you see that we broke out of it? Just follow your higher time frame structure. Can you see on the 1 hourly? The 1 hourly pulled itself back up again. Wait for the retest. With a tap, we are bullish in structure. With a tap, you go longs. Where will you take price? You can take price. You can take price back inside this actual region over here, back as your area of resistance over there. Boom. And can you see that with the tapping, you are long, and your target has been smacked. Bang! Hey, so this week was really nice. It was a nice week, I must say. Being at home also just gave me like a lot of, it gave me a lot of time, just to, think carefully of what I'm actually doing inside this market. And hey, I sure did appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie. And I hope that you've took something away from it. I hope that you've learned something out of this, And just keep in mind, we're still moving with plan B, okay? We're still moving with plan B. Plan B was basically that move towards the upside. If I'm going to go on my actual weekly time frame, can you see that we are coming closer and closer to where we want to take price? We're coming closer and closer to where we want to take price. If I'm going to copy and clone that, boom, and place it on my actual highs like that. Bang. Can you see that we are coming closer and closer to this actual region over there? Just looking at my actual my weekly time frame, can you see that this region over here, we also had like some sort of not choppiness, ranginess going on over here. We broke out of it. We haven't came back for the retest just of yet. So this could serve as an actual long-term target where we can find price head into. So if we're gonna have this actual move towards the upside, if I can go on my lower time frame, can you see that on my actual 4 hourly time frame as well? We're having the same thing happening. We have the same thing happening over here. What do we wait for? If we're gonna have the break towards the upside, wait for the retest. And if we're gonna come here, just don't just go short. Wait for a change in structure, on your 4 hourly time frame. down to your 1 hourly time frame to take price towards the downside. Okay, wait for a change of structure first. Only if we're gonna break this region. So most probably on Monday I won't be trading, but if we're gonna have the break, wait for the retest, and we long back into this actual trend line over there. Okay, so that's just a little outlook as well. Just to sum it up again, can you see on our weekly time frame, we are coming closer and closer to this actual trend line over here. And as you can see previously, Nasdaq loves to respect our actual trend lines. Nasdaq loves to respect trend lines. So this could be a potential region on where we can take price. If we're gonna respect this actual trend line over there, wait for your 4 hourly to your 1 hourly to change its structure from a bullish market into a bearish market to give you that confluence to take price towards the downside. God willing, back inside this actual region over there. And if I'm gonna scale down to my actual, can you see that even on my actual daily time frame, we broke out of this region. We broke this region that's serving as an actual area of support. Now, we haven't came back for a retest inside that level over there, in that region over there. We haven't came back for the retest. Even if I'm gonna go on my actual 4 hourly time frame, can you see that we have some sort of a choppiness going on over here? I'm not too satisfied with this. Even just looking from price region over here. Even just looking at price region over here, bang. I'm not comfortable with this because Nasdaq can easily just do this. So first of all, just wait for a break, retest towards the upside, hopefully back inside that actual trend line over there. If you're gonna break to the downside, wait for the retest, hopefully back into that actual region over there, this actual area of support over there, that daily area of support. And that's it from my side. Even though me knowing that we can have out a trend line out like this, can you see that we broke out of it, we came back for the retest. Yes, this could serve as an actual confluence towards the upside, but knowing that this is happening on my daily time frame, I'm more comfortable with waiting on price to break out of this actual region. Whether it is towards the upside, we just gonna have to be reactive. Okay, we just gonna have to be reactive, wait for the retest to take price back into that actual trend line. Whether it's to the downside, be reactive, and take price towards the downside like that. Boom. So that's it from my side. I can't wait for the market to open up on Monday. Just to see like what's happening on Monday. You don't have to open your chart and you just want to trade. No. No, don't do that. Wait for clean opportunities. And get yourself do you have this? Get yourself a journal. Get yourself like a journal. Like I have like a little journal over here, where I put down my actual stuff, what I see like on Nasdaq, and I just follow what's happening over there. Whether I'm gonna learn a lesson, put it down in your actual journal. If you're putting in the time and effort, hey, with you watching this videos, with me just doing this, showing you this trend line and that over there and that over there, with you just watching it, and not applying, like doing like proper how can I say, practical examples from your side, hey, I don't think that you gonna get it. So please guys, this is basically to show you how I trade, so that you can go back and back test this. Back test on a trader's lip would be your best friend. Back test would be your best friend, like forever. Okay, so please guys, back test this. See why I did this. If I can give you like just a few tips. First of all, market structure, higher time frame. Make sure that your higher time frame is going hand in hand with your direction. Okay, make sure that your higher time frame structure going hand in hand with your um, with your direction, knowing that we are, executing our trades on the 15 minute, make sure that your actual 4 hourly, your 2 hourly, 1 hourly is going hand in hand with your direction. Second of all, if you want to trade NFP, if you want to trade, 1530, once again, make sure that your higher time frame is going hand in hand with your direction, because NFP and 1530, it moves with higher time frame direction. Okay, so that's just two things. And if you're putting in the time and effort, hey, I applause. And with me saying putting the time and effort, is having a journal, putting your stuff down inside your journal, learning out of your mistakes, not looking at your losses as losses but as lessons. We're gonna rectify it. Putting in the time and effort don't mean that you just gonna sit in front of the charts watching how the chart move, and you're looking at that one candle going towards the upside. No, that's not putting in the time and effort, because what are you learning out of it? You're literally learning nothing out of it. And I bet that if you're gonna put an actual trade in, it's just gonna be out of emotion. We don't trade what we think is gonna happen. We trade what we see is happening. So it's important for you to journal these things down so that you can build like some sort of structure, of this actual pair, how it moves. Not, hey, I think this is gonna happen. You should be like, I know this is gonna happen. Okay, so that's it from my side. It's your boy D. I am out.